Hey, you guys, my name is Julie Hopkins, and I'm going to share a bit with you this afternoon about my journey getting started as a Beachbody coach and sort of how I began that journey and how I got where I am today. My journey started back in, I guess it really started back in 2012 after I had my second son. I had been pregnant or nursing for a couple of years and had my first two sons back to back, and they were about 20 months apart. And I had really become tired of being the size that I was, not being able to fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes from before my first son. And overall, I was just ready to get back to what I felt like was healthy and fit and capable fitness level for me, having always been someone who'd been into exercise and health and wellness. And so that's when a friend of mine from high school, actually, we had reconnected, and she told me she just had some twins and was in great shape, and she had told me about Shakeology that she had been having and how it had really done wonders for her, replenishing her vitamins and all of the good stuff in her body, and just getting in her nutrition and helping her restore herself after she had her babies. So I looked into this and was really excited about it, and immediately found out I was pregnant with my third baby. So although it probably would have been fine for me to continue pursuing that, I just felt like, what is the point of me trying to pursue, healthy weight loss and fitness when I'm starting this process all over again of gaining weight and, a healthy gain of healthy weight. But I just decided, it was going to be too difficult for me to try to, get healthy while being pregnant again, the way that I wanted to, get fit, not healthy, because I'd always been healthy and had healthy pregnancies. But I put that on the shelf for a while. So then after having my third son, I had 3 babies in 3 years. And after, being either pregnant or nursing for 5 years straight, my body was more drained and fatigued than ever. And I was exhausted. I was depleted. It was, everything I could do to try to keep up with my kiddos and, meet all of their needs at their age, being a little demanding, and just feel like, I could make it through the day. My adrenal glands were totally shot, and I felt like I was always reaching for a coffee or a sugary carb that was going to give me the energy that I needed for the next, 30 minutes before I needed another one. And I realized that the pattern I was in was not healthy, but I didn't really know what else to do. I had joined a gym and did regular spin classes at least 3 times a week, sometimes 4 or 5 days a week. And I did feel better on the days that I worked out, but I certainly wasn't losing any weight, and the energy only lasted so long, probably because my adrenal glands were still shot and was still living off the coffee. So I decided I just wanted to give my body a clean slate, clean start from scratch situation. So I went in search of a good, 7 to 14 day detox. And that's when my good friend, who we'd had babies around the same time, she's a very health conscious person, and she let me know that she had just done the 21-day fixed detox and had used Shakeology, and it had worked really great for her. And then I remembered I had this aha moment. I remembered the Shakeology that I had looked into a few years back. And I tried to remember what friend had told me about it, and I couldn't. But I did remember an old friend from high school named Brandy Botts, who had mentioned something about it on social media in years past. So I looked her up. And, at the time, coincidentally, I was also going through a really difficult time at my job, because during this whole process of 3 babies in 3 years, I was also working full-time from home for a nonprofit. So you can see how that would have added to my stress, added to my responsibilities, the amount of things I was juggling. I managed a staff of 8 to 12 people, and those 8 to 12 people oversaw about 130 teams Metroplex wide. And so there was a lot of responsibility and things that I was managing on top of managing my household of 3 little guys. And through the years, I had really become unhappy with what seemed like on paper a great setup, but in the end really lacked the boundaries that I needed to feel like I could be the stay-at-home mom that I wanted to be, and to feel like I had the freedom to pursue my own dreams and my own health and fitness passions without having a weird feeling of where should my priority or my responsibility be in this moment? I don't know. I feel like I'm constantly on call to my job. I'm constantly on call to my family. I don't have time to take care of myself. I don't make time to take care of myself. And so as I went to Brandy's Facebook page that day to find out more about Shakeology, I actually ran across a post she had just made saying that she was doing a call in 5 minutes from that time about BeachBody stuff. And so I thought, I'll hop on this call and I'll probably hear more about Shakeology and maybe just also hear what Brandy's been up to. That'd be cool. It's totally random that this call just happens to start in 5 minutes, and that, I've been feeling like I was on the edge of, possibly finishing out my season at my current job and maybe starting something new. So I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to go for it. So I just called in and proceeded to hear about how, Brandy's life had been changed through her journey as a coach. So I was greatly inspired by her call, and that's when I started thinking about this whole coaching thing. I obviously, hold on one second. That's the life of the coach. You've got kids. I'm halfway through this. I'm not starting over. But that's around the time that I thought, I've never been in a challenge group before. I've never even used a BeachBody program before. I've heard of P90X. I've heard of Insanity, but I've never used one of their fitness programs. I've never tried Shakeology. So it really would be going out on a limb, to say the least, for me to jump into this. But I really feel like all signs are pointing to trying out this coaching thing right now. And at the very least, let's say I jumped in and I tried it, in 6 months to a year. If it didn't work out, I could always just, know that I tried and leave with an awesome, year's worth of amazing nutrition and a really great workout program. So I really didn't see that I had anything to lose. But more importantly, I just saw that I felt like I had something to give, because I really feel that way about everyone. I feel that way about my kids, about people, that we have this ability inside of us. If we can, just break out of our own environment and break out of what seems to be the box that we have let ourselves be boxed in, that, well, I can't do this because that's too hard, or I can't do that because I'm just not that, I'm not her, or whatever it is, these false limitations we put on ourselves, when really we have a world of potential inside of us, not only to change our own lives and to change our families' lives, but to reach out and inspire and encourage and change the lives of people all around us. The only thing holding us back is our own fears and our own maybe even lies that we've told ourselves, that we've been believing about ourselves. And we just have to, make the decision to go for it, even if it's scary, and know that it's worth it, and that it's going to pay off. It's going to make a difference in our own lives and the lives of others. And so I really felt like this, was just a sign to me that this is something that I was supposed to do. And so we went on vacation. I talked with my family about it. We prayed about it, and I made the decision that was what I was going to try, and I was going to jump in with both feet, because doing anything half-heartedly is really just a waste of time. And I was going to give it all I've got, so that at the end, if I decided I wasn't going to continue, that at least I would know I gave it my very best shot. And so I'm sure Brandy was totally surprised when I messaged her up and said, hey, I just happened to end up on your call the other night, and I strangely feel like this is something that I'm supposed to do. I want to help other people. I want to help other people find, freedom in their own health, in their own fitness, in their own finances, in their own personal goals and dreams. And I really believe that I've been led to this opportunity as a means of doing that. So tell me what I need to do, and let's sign up. And it was really just a whirlwind since then, as I've done really everything I could do without sacrificing, my family and my other priorities. But I've done everything I could think of to engage and to learn and to figure out how to help people, reach out to others and figure out, meet them where they're at, figure out what their goals are, figure out how I can help them, coming up with new resources for people, just to see them and help them walk through the difficulties to break free in their own lives. And guys, it's been amazing. It has been a journey. Doesn't quite describe it. An adventure is really much more of a better word to describe it. And I can't imagine at this point doing anything else. Financially, it was scary for me to think about leaving my full-time job, because obviously we had, a home and a mortgage and, normal everyday bills. And I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to replace that income, and I just had to step out in faith. And when I did, and I was consistently plugging in and consistently, giving it all I had, it just slowly began to build. And it's now, not something that I have to worry about anymore. And it's, consistently growing even still, because, that's how this business works. The more you let people know that you're available there to help them, the more people are going to reach out to you for help. And that's what it's all about, and if you want to be happy the rest of your life, help people. It is seriously the most permanent, real, natural high that you can keep you full, your joy meter full, all day, every day for the rest of your life, if you use your life to help others. So that's where I am here today. I am the founder and CEO of Team Resonate, and that is our awesome little Fit Fam. We've created a really cool culture of just being real, being humble, being ourselves, helping one another, helping other people, and using that to design lives that we love, design lives that we never thought were possible for us or our families. So I just want to encourage you that if you have been considering this and thinking about it and wondering what it might be like for you, go ahead and take a leap of faith. If you can commit to just trying it, for 1 year, you will be completely blown away by what will transpire and how goals that you never thought possible become achievable. And I really believe you have it in you, and I am really excited to see where this opportunity might take you. I'd love to have you as a part of Team Resonate. So if you're interested in joining our Fit family and joining me and our team, please reach out, on Facebook or by email or however, you want to get a hold of me. I'd love to answer your questions and walk you through, whether or not this might be a good fit for you, so that if it is, we can get you on our team and get you started. So thanks so much for listening.